Hello, my name is Aalborg and I'm the manager of the Aalborg Defence and Garrison Museum. The museum comprises the Danish total defence, which is Army, Air Force, Navy, Home Guard, Police and Rescue Services. Furthermore, the museum shows comprehensive exhibitions on the Second World War and the occupation period in Denmark. The exhibition you are facing has its background in a bomber attack conducted by the Royal Air Force against the German main air base at Aalborg on the 13th of August 1940. Immediately after the occupation of Denmark on the 9th of April 1940, the Germans established 3 airfields in the Aalborg area. The primary airfield at Vadum, named Aalborg West, the fighter airfield at Rørdal, named Aalborg East, and at the place where we are now, the Germans established a seaplane base named Aalborg Sea. In the summer of 1940, Hitler planned to invade England. One of the conditions for a successful invasion would be to achieve air superiority over England. Therefore, German Air Force units from Norway were moved to Denmark and Germany in order to be able to bomb Royal Air Force airfields in England and Scotland. At Aalborg West, 50 Junkers 88 bomber aircraft and many Junkers 52 transport aircraft were concentrated. Additionally, Messerschmitt 109 fighters were transferred from Norway to Aalborg East, 8 of them, and others to northern Germany. For Royal Air Force, it was very important to wear down the German possibilities to operate bomber aircraft from Aalborg West and to tie down fighter aircraft to defend Danish airspace. At this early stage of World War II, Royal Air Force only had a limited number of bomber aircraft. One type was a light bomber, Bristol Blenheim. The aircraft had 2 engines and a maximum range of 2,350 kilometers. It was armed with 5 7.7mm machine guns, 2 in a turret on the top of the aircraft, 1 in the left wing, and 2 machine guns in a weapon station under the cockpit shooting backwards. The aircraft could carry a bomb load of about 600 kilos. Royal Air Force ordered 82nd Squadron to conduct an attack with 12 Blenheim Mark IV bomber aircraft against Aalborg West, with a task to destroy the runways and to destroy or damage as many aircraft on the ground as possible. 82nd Squadron was based at 2 airfields in southeast England, Botany and Watton, and with Aalborg as a target, the aircraft were close to their maximum range. With no fighter escort for the bombers during the planned daylight attack, the crews could only hope for an overcast sky all the way to the target. The 12 bombers took off from their bases at 8:30 in the morning and flew in a formation with 2 sections of 6 aircraft. Within the sections, the subsections of 3 flew at slightly different altitude in order better to be able to support each other in case of attack from German fighters. During the crossing of the North Sea, 1 aircraft of the rear section turned back to England due to fuel problems. The squadron commander, Edward Lard, was a very experienced and fearless pilot who expected very much from his crews. The intention was to cross the west coast of Jutland at Thyborøn and fly along the Limfjord to the target area. However, they crossed the coastline 60 kilometers further to the south at Søndervig. The cloud cover they had benefited from over the North Sea disappeared when passing the coast, and the formation had to fly in bright sunshine all the way to Aalborg. The Germans immediately spotted the formation, and based on the direction of flight, it was easy to guess the target. Fighters and air defense at Aalborg were immediately alerted and were ready when the formation arrived at the target. When the formation arrived at Aalborg, the first section was immediately attacked by the air defense around Aalborg Sea and Aalborg West, and the Messerschmitt fighters from Aalborg East. However, the first section succeeded in dropping their bomb loads of each 4 250-pound high-explosive bombs and 8 25-pound fragmentation bombs. When the 6 aircraft continued direction northwest, they were one by one hunted down by the Messerschmitt fighters and shot down. One of the bombers succeeded in getting over the Skagerrak, but the pilot realized that he couldn't make it all his way back to England, and he turned around and landed at Wust. When the second section arrived, they were all 5 taken under fire by the German air defense, assisted by the fighters, and they were all shot down on or around Aalborg West. The aircraft parts of a wreck you see in the showcases here are from one of these aircraft, which crashed in the middle of Aalborg West, where it was found in 1995. All 11 aircraft were shot down. Of the 33 crew members, 20 were killed, while the remaining 13 were taken prisoners and sent to prison camps in Germany. Several of the survivors were severely wounded. The terrible result from the Aalborg attack was one of the reasons why the Royal Air Force changed to conduct bomber attacks during darkness or with effective fighter coverage. One could say that the Royal Air Force had some revenge when 7 Junkers 88 bombers from Aalborg West were shot down over England on the 15th of August, 2 days after the disaster in Aalborg.